I'm Rob.
I'm Andrew.
And this is Thrill of the Fight review for the HTC Vive. Let's get ready to rumble! The Thrill of the Fight for the HTC Vive and Oculus Rift is an action boxing game designed specifically for VR. Enter a virtual gym and battle unique challengers with their own boxing styles and techniques. Use timing and skill to land the knockout blow, evade punches, land jabs, and block blows to become the king of the ring. Including a trainer mode, you may choose to face off against boxers that are stronger than you or much taller with a reach advantage. Or maybe you'd rather face off against a zombie who just won't stop trying to eat your face. You'll find a good selection to fight against no matter who you pick. Jab, dodge, and sweat. And you will sweat your way to the top of the boxing world. Still in beta, but with an active developer, it does its best to stand out from the other games in the crowded VR market. So let's grab our gloves, step through the ropes, and see what it takes to be a champion. Okay, so that was Thrill of the Fight VR for the HTC Vive and for the Oculus Rift. Okay.
So, yeah, it's a boxing game.
It is a boxing game.
You punch guys.
In the face, in the body. Okay, there's a bunch of different players you can fight up against.
2 novelty fighters.
There's a zombie and jack-o'-lantern head dude.
Yeah. It makes sense to do it in VR just because you have the hand controllers already and the head motion controller.
When this game first came out, they had a really weird way for you to have to hold the controllers. You had to basically slip your thumbs on the top and then turn it to make it work. Now, the developers are actually pretty active in updating this game, which is always thumbs up. Mm-hmm. They're still adding players all the time, so you have different guys that you can fight. Everybody's got different advantages, like
the tall spider character. I was looking at his pecs the whole time because they're this high. I have to reach up to punch him in the face.
When I tried fighting him, I actually found it successful when I jumped up in the air and threw punches. Yeah. And you've got some guys that are fast, some guys that are average. I like it. It's something where you're going to get a physical workout.
Yeah, I got tired.
Something to mention here is it's not the kind of game where you'd be playing something like Wii boxing, if that's something you've experienced. You can't just keep throwing your hands. It's registering how fast you're throwing and where, if you're throwing towards the body or towards the head.
And they'll block.
They'll block. And they're actually pretty intelligent, I think.
Some of the punches that snuck through I was not expecting. I thought I was covered and he punched me in the side of the head.
Yeah, but it never really felt like a cheat to me. It never. No. The odd time it was I'm not sure how that got through, but I don't really count myself a competent enough real-life boxer that I would say there's no way that's something that could have gotten through. If they keep adding more and more players to this, I think it's fantastic. I had someone play this that just went all out. He just went in swinging. Now, he is a smoker, so I'm just going to put that out there. But by the time he finished the first fight, he was exhausted. And I don't mean mildly exhausted. The foam on the headset was beyond damp. It was gross.
I did find a couple times where I wanted to duck and move around a bit more, but I was a little worried about, I didn't know I was in the actual room. I was worried I'd actually hit somebody or something like that.
Or the wall, or drive your fist into the wall. Yeah. The trainer.
Yeah, the trainer might be the best part of the game, actually.
You can't help but punch him. He's just standing there and he's looking.
And he knows. He's looking at you like he knows you're going to punch him. And then you do. And he looks at you like he still knows you're going to punch him again.
Yeah. And it's just sheer getting tired of punching him that will make you stop. One thing I maybe wish that they had in the game was, instead of only being a knockout, that they'd actually have rounds. I think that'd be cool. If it was keeping track of hits instead of just knockouts.
Yeah, but they could score it somehow.
The price of this game is $10.99. How many bitten off ears out of 10 would you give this?
I think I'd give it 8-ish.
I'm actually going to give this a 7.5. And it's so easy to play. It's like most VR games where you can just pick up and just go. And it's actually effective if you have full room scale. You can actually fully work around them so that when they're punching, you can move away and actually get. So that's it. That's the review for
Thrill of the Fight
VR. If you have any questions, let us know. Comments, subscribe. That's it. We'll talk to you again real soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.